into.
Listen, we're good with that.
This is exciting. So what is Tyler joining?
Yeah,
Do we know
why don't
yet?
you tell me my role? I mean, I know. Christina did a great job of explaining it. But
So Tyler is joining our Students of the Year Executive Leadership Committee.
wait,
So
Pamela, do you know how bad I was at school? Does that matter at all?
It does not matter at
all right,
all,
good,
Tyler.
If
You know,
tell my former teachers what I'm doing, they would turn white as a ghost. They'd be like, are you sure? Are you sure you want this guy? But
maybe they'd
hey.
be proud of you. I
Yeah,
think
no, I know.
I think they would be proud.
They would be proud.
That's pretty cool. What does that committee do? Is it like outreach or?
There is outreach. So the campaign itself is very much like Man of the Year, but on a student-based level, so high school students. And it's a 7-week fundraising campaign that kicks off the beginning of the new year. So Tyler, as a part of that committee, is going to help identify students that would be interested in hearing more about it so that they can make a conscious effort decision with their parents.
Listen, I'm excited, but I'm a little nervous because there were some record-breaking numbers last year. So we're up for the challenge, but I'm excited to hopefully we could beat some of those numbers.
Listen, records were made to be broken.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So, hey, we haven't even introduced her yet. We've been doing this long enough. You think we'd have some sort of like an ounce of professionalism? Nope. We're here with Pamela Formica. Is it Formica?
Yes.
All right, Pamela Formica, who's the area director for the Lehigh Valley Market at the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Thank you for joining us. We had your colleague on, correct? Earlier, Christina
Remember we
Simino.
just talked about that?
I know. I'm just saying.
No more than
I was thinking
10 seconds ago?
I know. I was gonna say something about. Now I can't think of the game that she really. Man, I'm having a rough pinball. I was gonna say ping pong.
Yeah, that's my game.
Oh, it's a rough day. So how I'm not doing well, but how are you doing? How has everything been? I mean, I'm sure the answer isn't good, but how has it been going in spite of that?
Yeah, so I have to tell you, I think just like everyone else, every day is a different day and a new day, and sometimes every hour. But we have a great group of people behind us who really, they said, I committed to this before COVID and I'm going to do what I can. So it's disappointing for them because they had such grandeur plans, but what they're doing is absolutely amazing. And I don't think that they should be ashamed or upset in any way because we certainly aren't. We're so grateful for them. Yeah,
it's funny. It's like, the expectations of what people wanted to do were one thing before this happened. And then it happened, and it's impossible to meet those expectations, but you can exceed the realistic expectations of, what should be happening during COVID. So it's still a victory, right?
Yes.
It's still a victory.
Huge victory. I always said, even before COVID, that the Lehigh Valley has always been such a huge support and they love this campaign. And I think that COVID has been a testament to how much the Lehigh Valley supports this campaign because again, even though nowhere near it where it was, it certainly is still getting support and they're still moving forward and doing virtual events and trying to do some crazy things. So, they're amazing people.
And what is the campaign, if people don't know?
It's Man and Woman of the Year. So that's our 10-week campaign that runs in the spring. So we kicked off March 30th, which was right after the 2-week shutdown. And which we thought was going to be a 2-week shutdown. And we were supposed to end with a grand finale gala on June 11th, which has now changed to a virtual grand finale on June 23rd.
Okay, cool. And how can people can still get involved, can still donate?
Absolutely. So we have 11 candidates who are still actively fundraising for us to help. And they can go to their web pages. They can find them pretty much anywhere on Facebook. But I know that the biggest question that some people are asking is, so many people need help at this time of COVID, but the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society opened up a COVID patient assistance plan. And they opened that up in the middle of April. And currently we have given out over $2.5 million to patients that need help. So that's what you're helping to support during this crazy time.
let's talk about like the man and the woman of the year. Who are they, and how do you select who run, and what? And they're obviously people involved with foundations and charities themselves. So
not most of them. Most of them are just business people who
okay.
make a difference. Some of them have a personal connection to cancer, which obviously most of us can't say that we don't.
Right.
And so they're running in honor or in memory of someone. But some of them are just doing it because there are great milestones, going on in their life. Amy Cruzel, she turns 40 this year, and she decided she's going to do it again just in honor of her 40th birthday. So people do it for all different reasons.
Cool.
And then the idea is that they reach out to their networks to get those donations, and then obviously, have those events, which has been a part that we don't do this year, obviously. There you go.
This is Megan Verholi's page. She's with Lehigh Valley Airport. I just wanted to bring hers up because I know she had one. So, as you can see, it's very easy to navigate and donate and get more information.
And Megan's actually a part of our executive committee.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
not surprised.
And this, where does the money go? Like when people think of like these foundations and everything, especially ones that benefit cancer, sometimes it goes to a specific one. Where is Leah?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is early. It's early for me too. Leukemia Lymphoma Society money going.
Yeah. So again, right now
messed it up too. I don't want Tyler. He's gonna be thinking about this for the rest of the day if we don't address it now. It's totally okay that you messed that up. All right, because I messed it up too.
So right now, obviously, we're funding the COVID patient financial system. But after that, we support not only research, but we do still have our regular financial aid programs and our patient support, as well as copay assistance. So even though we're national, here in the Lehigh Valley, we end up bringing more money in than we raise. So that is another reason that I think that support here is so big, because we can definitely see the need for our patients. And that's a great thing to be able to help your friends and your neighbors.
For sure.
Can you talk about like maybe internally with your own team, how has it been for you to have to, I hate to say it, but everybody's saying it, to pivot in this time period?
That's the word
I'm trying to think of another way.
Pivot.
Nope. How have you pivoted? Have you seen everybody, step up? It's tough. Not everybody is good at working from home.
Yeah, it's been tough. I feel like because we're such a small team, we're able to, talk to each other about those personal issues that we're all going through. The reality is, and I'm going to be pretty transparent here, is some of us are waking up one morning and we're feeling like we're on top of the world and we can do this, and the next morning we're not really wanting to get out of those sweatpants, pajamas, and and that's okay. I really think that we just need to tell ourselves as well as each other that it's okay. Pivot. It's a word I never want to hear after this, Tyler.
Right. Yeah.
It sounds so mechanical.
Yeah.
It does, but I just think we need to be there for each other. And I know that probably sounds so trite, but it truly is just making sure that we're checking in with each other, and we're worrying about the personal stuff first. The thing that I said to the girls that work in my office is, when we get out of this, we need to make sure that we're whole. And that means emotionally, mentally,
right.
And then we can move forward from there, because there's so much that we cannot change and we can't even try to be proactive about. Yeah.
And one of your slogans is, and I saw it on Megan's pages, cancer is not canceled. Right. So that's unfortunately the case. And, while raising money is super important, and getting involved with the Man and Woman of the Year is important, what can right now in the present, things can be done too, right? What can be done? Donating blood. What can people do aside from donating money to help people in need right now?
Sure. So our patients are always still getting their treatment, because that doesn't stop. So to your point, Miller Keystone is always looking for blood donations. A cancer patient needs a lot of blood transfusions, as they're going through their treatment. So, it doesn't need to be just money. You know, it really can be just even talking to those newly diagnosed families. So we have a support program that's called First Connection, where we just get people on the phone with people that are diagnosed to try and navigate through that darkness of that diagnosis. So many ways that, you know, we can connect you and help you out in, you know, finding that avenue that works for you and how you want to help out. But this time, as bad as it is for us who are healthy, our cancer families are really dealing with a lot. They had to worry about sicknesses before when their immune system is low, and this just puts it on a whole nother level. It's very scary. They're isolated typically, but this is definitely something to navigate that it's trying.
Right. Yeah, and we have a couple. I mean, we have a friend that had childhood leukemia, and he's still, you know, amidst the battle of it. And you know, Eric Ubich, he's doing a great job. He's a warrior. And you know, you worry about those people that, you know, you that are more susceptible to this kind of stuff, and how, you know, if I'm vulnerable, like, you know how much more vulnerable somebody else is. And it emphasizes how, you know, we were talking earlier about you know, people kind of, you know, maybe taking advantage of the situation or not, or looking forward to getting back to normal life. Well, the reason why maybe we should wait a little bit and we should be more aware of social distancing and all these regulations is because of those more vulnerable people, right?
Yeah, I think that, you know, we all need to do what's right for ourselves, but we all need to be very mindful of who we're interacting with, because they cannot control their immune system, but we can certainly control what we bring to them.
Right.
And also, too, like, I don't want to take things for granted. Like, I can going to the supermarket isn't a lot of fun right now, but guess what? I can go and I'm most likely going to be okay, even if I do, you know what I mean? Even if something does happen. And there are people who they cannot go. That could possibly be a death sentence. And it sounds crazy, but it's a reality. And I think we're getting into, and I read this, there is COVID fatigue. The Google searches peaked. You know, they're down. People don't want to hear about it anymore. Even though it's here and you can't avoid it, we're just trying to push it away as far as possible. And I think that's human nature, but it's also, you got to maybe come back to remembering that it's as bad as it is.
Yeah, but I think that we can stay away from Google, right? Because that way that we're able to maybe process it and sleep at night, but common sense, right?
Yeah.
Sense, no matter what time we're in, is really huge. You know, if we're sick, let's stay away from those people who really are compromised, right? Let's cover our mouths and you know, stay at home from work. And now more than ever, now we know how to work from home. So hopefully when we go back in the mix, you know, we're not going in with the flu. Because I know I'll do it. I do it. We're all guilty of it, right?
Wait, I have an idea, Pamela. How about we just don't go back?
Oh, I don't know.
Look
George.
at you have a background. Look at this. Do you have a background like this at your regular work? I don't think so.
Are you suggesting maybe we start like trading goods and services like before work was a thing? We start. I
can barter out my window.
Go off the grid. George wants to go off the grid. That's you heard it here first, folks.
Well, it just has been. It's been amazing that, you know, you're just. It's amazing to talk to people like you, honestly, and trying to get the word out. Like, it's so nice to be able to continue the stuff, even, what are we, maybe 55, 60 days in, depending on when it started for you. And it's amazing that the effort is still in it and people are still fighting, even if there is some fatigue about it.
Well, yeah, that's what's important to realize. Like, I don't know how many exact days we're in, but I remember week 1 when they said, or day 1 when they said this could go on to the end of, or for 2 weeks. I was thinking to myself, how am I even going to do 2 weeks? But it's important to look back and like, oh, we did 50 days. We could do, I mean, there's going to be, you know, the economy. There's got to be
some limit.
but we can do it, right? It should give us some confidence that we did accomplish this thing. That we didn't not many people, nobody was looking forward to it. And a lot of people were worried about it. And look, you know, hey, things weren't ideal, you know, but 55 days later, whatever it is, we're still here.
I'm knocking on wood for you.
Yeah, and we're
because I don't know. We're out of here.
We're pivoting. Everybody's pivoting. You know.
It is true that we're doing things now that I never would have thought we'd be doing. You know, and some of that is great. Some of that, like communicating this way, we know that we're going to be able to do this in the future. Like if we have to talk about something, we could jump on a Zoom call. You know, and that's neat to have. But not being around people, like we're starting to get to it, and I can't imagine some people who are quarantining alone. You know,
yeah.
And that's, you know, it's, I get to see my wife and my daughter every day. For people who are alone, like it's much worse, you know. Oh wait, I lost you. Hold on. Can you unmute yourself? I think you might have. There you go.
There we go.
I said I'm trying to teach my dog English so that we can have a good conversation. It's not going well.
No, I don't know. I'd rather, if I just had a nice dog. Well, I do have my dog. He's kind of a jerk, though. He doesn't listen.
I don't know. I'm fine.
You're good?
Yeah, I mean, not that I dislike interacting with people, but.
You know, there are some people who are there are some people who are like, I'm good. You know, they're dropping stuff off. My groceries are coming to my door. We're going to stay here for a while. So, Pamela, how can people, if they want to get in touch now or donate now, what's the easiest way for them to get more information?
Sure. So they can either email me at pamela.formica@lls.org, or they can go, like I said, onto Facebook, find the candidate of their choice just by even going to LLS's Eastern PA site. Or there is, a national website, mwoy.org, and they can search for the Lehigh Valley campaign. So,
and it's fun. You guys, all the events virtually will be fun, but once we get back to, being able to do stuff together, the events that you guys put on are fun. They're people have a good time while raising money for a good cause, right? So
yeah, we want to make sure that we're always acknowledging what they're doing and really celebrating that. So we do have a good time. Our grand finales are amazing, and so again, we're looking forward to getting back together, hopefully in August, to be face to face with all of them to acknowledge everything that they're doing.
We'll follow along, and I'm gonna go donate to Megan.
Well, I'm looking forward to joining the team.
Thank you, Tyler. We're excited.
Raising some money. It's going to be fun.
It will be.
Pamela, thank you so much for taking your time. Have a great day. And
thank you for having me on.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.